Here's number 6, part A from the 2014 AB exam. And what they give us in number 6 here is a differential equation. They say y equals f of x is the particular solution to the differential equation that has the initial condition f of 0 equals 1. The function is defined for all real numbers. Portion of the slope field for the differential equation is given below. Sketch the solution curve through the point 0, 1. So this is going to be something that should be pretty easy to do. Locate the point 0, 1 in the slope field. So 0, 1 would be located right here. So our solution curve goes through that point. What we use the slope field as is kind of a roadmap for how to draw our solution curve in. We need to make sure we have slopes according to the slopes of the line segments we see plotted in the slope field. So at the at the point right there, we're going to have a slope that is, a mid-positive slope, not real steep, not real level. And as we progress up and to the right, what we have to do is we have to kind of follow these slopes. So the slopes are beginning to level off as we progress upward and to the right. And then once we get to a location in here, it seems like we're going to have a completely level slope. And then on the other side of that point, the slopes start to kind of become negative and decrease from there. So we're going to look at a graph that, at this x value right here, I'm going to have the transition from a positive slope to a negative slope. And then on the other side, I'm going to have a pretty level slope there. And then it's going to have to, as I progress to the right and downward, my slope is going to have to get more and more steep. So it's kind of hard to do this in detail with the pen I'm writing with right now. But the slope field the graph within the slope field should look something like that going to the right. And as we go to the left, downward and to the left here, we're going to have slopes that seem to get steeper as we progress this direction. But then as we get far enough left, the slopes are getting pretty steep here. As we get far enough to the left, and it seems like it's not going to happen till we are kind of down off the bottom of the graph here. As we get further and further to the left, if we had enough room down here to continue to draw the solution curve in, eventually we'd have to have another place where we kind of bottom out, and we don't have any more slope field. But if we kept on coming over, when we got to this vertical line, we'd have to level off and then kind of pick up on the other side. But that's something that's down outside the slope field. So solution graph would look something like this, and that's actually it for part A.